I'm going to give you guys a look at my first flights with the Quadrysteria Rush 4-inch copter. Now this is completely untuned Betaflight defaults 271, not 290, for reasons. I did use my standard rates, but have done no PID tuning, and this is basically maiden. I just want to give you guys a sense of how it flies, and I think, now I'm going to keep talking because there's no audio for this video because it's DVR recorded. I think one of the things that's most notable about this is how it doesn't look that different from a typical 5-inch copter, which is saying a lot considering it's a 4-inch copter. So you get the sort of nimbleness, the nimble feel on the sticks, and the easy control. You can see here I can fly through some of these gates. I'm going to fly over it, do some flips, and fly through the gates. I had no trouble hitting the gates, and that's due at least in part to the more nimble feel of the 4-inch copter. You can see me doing some moves here. About the only thing there is to say about the tune is that there's some prop wash oscillation on sharp turns, and it's very visible, and you can certainly feel it. And I had to find myself babying it a little bit. I'm going to do a full tune on this copter and get it flying really good, but even on the stock defaults it was doing okay. The prop wash was pretty bad. It's not entirely visible on the camera just how bad it was, but it was pretty bad. Not like earth-shatteringly bad, certainly not unflyably bad, but definitely worse than I would like. So Betaflight 271 doing a great job here, and the Quadrysteria Rush 4-inch also doing a great job here. You see there a little skidding on that turn there. That's the prop wash I'm talking about. A very nice copter. Certainly one thing to look at is my OSD. You can see how many amps I'm pulling. I'm really peaking at around 30 amps, which is quite reasonable. You're going to get good flight times on your battery with this setup. Here you see me start doing some more like race stuff. This is kind of the tsunami course, the UTT tsunami course, but we were short one gate, so we used a flag for one of the turns. But I'm not really running the course exactly. I'm just running the gates and sort of feeling how it turns. That swinging wide on the turn there a little bit is me, not the copter. But you can see even in these sharp turns, corners quite well. You wouldn't know from the speed that this was a 4-inch copter. You might know if you looked at the amp draw, though. Now, if you keep watching here for a minute, I'll finish this acro stuff, and I'm going to go into the next segment where I did something a little bit more crazy. And the next thing I did was take the tilt on this thing all the way to the maximum. I've got it installed on the front pole of the camera pod, and the camera is tilted all the way up as far as it will go, and this was the result. Fast enough for you? It's fast. Cruising like this is at about 60% throttle. I'm not going to be hitting any gates. This was a little hard to get a hold of. I don't usually fly. This had to be like 65 degrees up tilt, maybe even a little more. It was hard to even maintain altitude because when you're tilted that far forward, the slightest change in pitch makes a big change in your vertical thrust. So you can see here that I'm having a little trouble managing my altitude. I'm sort of high and then I'm low and then I'm going to hit the ground and I pitch back. But yeah, this is it. This is max up tilt. This is close to as fast as this sucker will go, and I think you'll find that it's reasonably fast. It's not going to win any drag races, but that's not what this copter's for. It is designed for tighter tracks, I think, not straight line speed. But it's not too bad in a straight line, is it? Anyway, watch me struggle to manage this massive up tilt and even try to bring it in for a landing without falling down. I wish you guys could see from the outside. I wish somebody had shot some video from the outside so you could see just how far pitched forward this is. The folks who were watching said I was darn near perpendicular to the ground, although I think that's probably a little bit of an exaggeration. Anyway, enjoy. And we're getting to the end here. Notice that my flight time was a lot shorter this time, 1:49 coming up on 2 minutes, whereas I think I got over 3 minutes on the last one, maybe even a little more. So you can see me circling here, trying to get ready to land with this crazy up tilt. Circling at tight circles, I think, are one safe way to try to land with up tilt. And, oh, there you go. I'm down. Anyway, I had a great time flying this. I'm looking forward to getting some time to do some tuning. I had my business trip that I was on, but now I'm back. Looking forward to doing a tuning series on this, and I also want to do some head-to-head time trials. I'm going to put this up against my 5-inch QAVR in a track like maybe the UTT Tsunami track or some other track, and I'm going to do some runs, and obviously it's, you know, the human factor will be there, but so we'll see which one's faster and how they stack up and what they look like. That's all coming up at some point in the future, but for now, happy flying.